Wolfgang Van Halen recently shared his belief that David Lee Roth no longer likes him, pointing to several YouTube videos the former Van Halen frontman has released that appear to criticize him. During an interview on the WTF with Mark Maron podcast, Wolfgang reflected on his time playing bass in the band and addressed his current relationship with Roth. When asked by Maron if he and Roth got along, Wolfgang responded candidly, "Not really." He explained that while he once thought things were fine between them, Roth had since posted a couple of YouTube videos making it clear he harbors negative feelings. One of the claims Roth made in those videos was that Wolfgang had the band's accountants removed from the backstage area at 2 separate shows. Wolfgang firmly denies that allegation, saying much of what Roth says in those videos isn't accurate. "He just said a bunch of stuff that, I guess, feels true to him," Wolfgang told Maron. "But whether or not it's actually true doesn't matter, because people who want to believe it will, and then they'll just use that to hate me." Wolfgang believes some of Roth's resentment may stem from long-standing tensions between Roth and his father, the late Eddie Van Halen. Now that Eddie is no longer around, Wolfgang feels that Roth is directing that unresolved frustration at him. "Since my dad isn't here anymore, I think he just shifted his focus to whoever is left, me," he said. He also acknowledged that some of the criticism from fans and from former bassist Michael Anthony ended up being directed at him, even though his main goal at the time was to support his father's sobriety. Despite the tension, Wolfgang eventually found his place in the band, taking on more responsibilities like organizing their set lists after he began touring with them in 2007. Wolfgang Van Halen recently opened up about the disappearance of A Different Kind of Truth, Van Halen's final studio album released in 2012, from digital streaming platforms. Speaking on Trunk Nation with Eddie Trunk on SiriusXM, Wolfgang explained the situation and hinted at why the album remains unavailable. Wolfgang, who joined Van Halen as bassist in 2006 at the age of 15, was directly involved in the recording of A Different Kind of Truth. When asked why the album is no longer on streaming services, he revealed that the contract allowing the album to be available online had expired. "The contract ran out," he said, "and while we did try to get it back up, some of the people involved with the album didn't like it and made it difficult.